Hello and welcome back to the Combo Chick Day Dota channel. Tonight we've got some more VS Gaming Masters action taking place with Sinister5 taking on Team Salt. And not as usual, I'm not joined by Rockley, I'm just going to put that out there. I got my man Snare back at it with me. How are you doing, fam?
Well, I feel like a significant downgrade at this point, but we're out here. I'm pretty
My
excited.
side chick now.
Yeah, I'm basically your side chick. This is just a weekend special right now, so I'm pretty sure after this you're gonna, throw my romper at me, call me an Uber, and then I'm gonna be done.
You see, Snare, the reason I don't hit you up anymore is because I know if it's not international Dota, you don't take it seriously. So I know this game you have your point, you just said dire, so I thought, maybe I could rope you in.
I mean, you know what it's like, if you don't fly me to Dubai or Paris, nah, you're not getting any of this, man.
True.
But like seriously, like you said, I really do love Sinister5. I want them to also change the team, and I like watching this team evolve. So I'm pretty excited to watch them. And Salt has been on the come up, and we spoke about this on Saturday as well, Sunday, sorry. How shout out to Cyprus, he's been putting a lot of work into the community. So Salt, I like the team as well. Overall, it's gonna be a fun game, I think.
Sinister5 is a team that shocked me, right? So I was complaining about them a lot prior to the Ballistics LAN because I thought they haven't changed the way they played for like a really long time. But then coming into Ballistics LAN, they were like such a strong team. Like they destroyed White Rabbit. Like all the games, they looked super dominant. Even the games they lost to Elite Pro, they were looking really good and they were picking like new heroes, playing different strats. And then they lost to Goliath, so it was like a super shocker. Like full on Sama roller coaster going on there for them. But I think all in all, this team is looking stronger right now. But I don't know.
Also, at the same time, GG's been on a tear, dude. GG's
That
actually
is
really
true.
good right now. Yeah.
That is true.
They're playing next level. I think GG has a pretty good, I think one of the better understandings of what to do in this patch. Even in games where they feed, they seem to be often doing the right things until they don't. But I think GG is really good right now. Probably between them and Lead Pro as overall best team in the country at the moment.
I don't know. I'm a bit caught to GG, right? Because I feel like, okay, actually, let's get to talking about this game. In fact, so to start off, Salt have bad Crystal Maiden, Expected, Enchantress, Treant Protector, and Sinister5 ban on Axe, Pugna, and Skyeth Mage. Okay, so there's some interesting bans there. I'll let you handle that, though, Snare.
Alright, so Salt realized that if you want to beat teams like Sin5, I mean, we keep speaking about this, right? Especially on the podcast, like how you just need to make sure you don't lose the lanes. So these three heroes are some of the better lane dominators that Sin5 is known to play. Haven't seen them play like Chen or Bambi in a while. At the same time, Sin5, like you mentioned with them doing something different, I'm almost convinced from the onset that this is a position for Ursa. I'd be very surprised if this was core Ursa. And the fact that they ban away Skyeth Mage, Pugna, as well as Axe, they don't want heroes that Ursa will actually have a hard time harassing out in the early game. So this hero, I'm pretty sure this is going to be support Ursa. And Salt can stop this though. Mirana Bane is one of the better heroes to play up against the Ursa combo. Because you can just Nightmare him and run away. Doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, I think that's a really good read by you that it's a pass for Ursa because it's like right up Traxian's alley, right? To play these weird, like quote-unquote carry heroes as support. Like he's done it with the Weaver, he's done it with the CK multiple times. And like this pass for Ursa has become a sort of, I wouldn't say a meta thing, but it has been a quote-unquote niche that people have been going to quite often, right?
Especially a lot of the Asian teams in particular are picking this pass for. And they often pick it first. I think normally the signal for Ursa, because of how many ways you can counter this hero out, the earlier it comes in a draft, the less likely it is to actually be a support hero. And the fact that I think they followed this up with like a sort of pseudo, like a just solid regular support like Disruptor, which is also ran with core Ursa as well, makes it less likely that Salt necessarily think that this is safe lane Ursa. I don't like the Disruptor that much versus Mirana, but it's still cool. Still a super strong hero. And they also banned the Weaver though.
Why didn't you like Disruptor against Mirana out of curiosity?
Like, whenever you're playing Disruptor, ideally you want to be using when you use Glimpse, you don't want to always have to commit the Static Storm immediately afterwards. But when you're playing against Mirana, you kind of always have to. Because if somebody gets glimpsed, then they usually can either get Moonlight Shadowed, if it's not the Mirana that gets caught, and if it's the Mirana that does get caught, you have to commit the full Static Storm to prevent the Moonlight Shadow, or be carrying Vision all the time. So makes you either less effective in the ensuing fights, or it makes you buy more vision to keep up with the Mirana.
Alright, that's interesting theory. We see the Necroforce getting banned out here as well from Salt. That's a hero that's also picked up popularity quite recently.
Yeah, normally we've been seeing Necro with Crystal Maiden though, but I'm kind of weird that they ban both. I would doubt that they'd also pick, but they could pick with Disruptor, right? That combo can be really disgusting. You just get ulted all the time, you try to run away. You get dragged back, brought down. And it could signal that they want to pick like some strength hero for the off lane, so they don't want to get caught out with the Heartstopper aura, making it impossible to lane directly up against Sin5.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I haven't seen that. Obviously, there's been no pro games going on other than the summit that has just started. But Necroforce in pubs has just been spammed in all these like AK games I've been seeing in my watch tab. So, kind of a decent
Yep.
fan.
And Lina is super spammed right now, bro. Haven't you been losing to Lina as well? I've lost many games to this hero.
I mean, in 3K, the only thing I lose to is when my mid player picks Invoker, then I auto lose. But other than that, the games has been okay, man.
Oh, lol. 3K bracket is the pro bracket, bro.
What is there? You also a 3K, a fellow 3K player here. What do you think? If a person's not divine, should they ever be playing Invoker? Sorry, Immortal now.
I think it's fine to play it because the enemy team might not actually know well enough to deal with it, and you can have this Invoker that basically has 15 minutes to free farm the mid lane without any contest, and you can still win the game.
Right. Beyond 3K games, let's get back to our Masters game here. We see Naga Siren picked up by Salt as well. I kinda like this, but I have to see something that goes with the Naga Siren. I spoke about this on Sunday. I hate seeing Naga, and you don't pick another hero that's good with Naga, you know?
Yeah, I think Naga and Bane sort of do the same kind of thing in the early game, and in this game, they're both setups for the Marana Arrow. I'm with you on the fact that I don't like Naga Siren. Didn't we actually see Naga Bane lose together? Which game was it?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
know,
XD's game. But I have a little bit more faith in Salt that they'll pick something that goes with Naga Siren than I did in XD picking something that went with Naga Siren.
But I prefer, whenever you have the Naga Siren, I like it when you have the support that goes with the Naga combo rather than a core hero. So the fact that it's Bane, I don't know. In the early game, I guess this makes it super, no matter where Marana is, she should have somebody to help her set up arrows for the team. But that's a little bit all in, right? To go just for that. But I guess it also gives them vision. It's like a cheap way to get vision control around the map without having to commit the Marana. It's like a, pseudo Ricky, I guess.
Oh, Sin5 go for a Magnus. Alright, I can respect that. Don't you find it interesting, Mr. Snare, that a Win Ranger has gone completely uncontested up till pick number 3 for both the teams and 5 bans?
Well, I'm very happy.
Yeah, same. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's also one of those things where teams have been getting better at playing around the hero, where she's not as oppressive as she was. And for both of these teams, I don't think they could really fit a Wind Ranger in. On Salts, they already have decided to go for Marana. I don't think you also want to pick Marana and Wind Ranger together in the same team. And on Sin5, they have Disruptor, Ursa, Magnus. They're not really trying to play with heroes like the Wind Ranger. You want to get up in your face and like fight you head on with these tanky heroes. Now I'm pretty sure Salt might be kind of sad that they banned Necroforce because they could have actually made use of it versus Magnus and Ursa. And the fact that they have this Magnus, even if it's a position for Ursa, with the Empower that can enable the Ursa to farm super fast and get that Blink Dagger online much faster than expected. And then, follow-up items like Bashers, BKBs, or not BKB. I saw Radiance Ursa the other day, dude. I was so disgusted.
In like a legit game, or was this one of our 3K right games?
Legit game, semi-final of Dota 2 Summer Cup, and I saw Radiance Ursa. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Did the Ursa win?
No, they lost, because they picked both Radiance on Ursa.
So I'll go for Brewmaster here as well. So that's another hero that's kind of good against Ursa, right? You just throw your drunken water and he can't hit you anymore.
It's great against the core Ursa. But if it's support Ursa, he's going to just keep hitting you, keep trying to right-click you, and you're going to spend so much time trying to trade with him. And as Brewmaster, it's kind of hard to bully Ursa out of the lane because of how tanky this hero is. And you can just press Q, and even as Brewmaster, you are not happy with Earthshock, even though you have Thunderclap. And also, I kind of don't like Brewmaster with Naga, and with Bane as well. It feels like they're kind of ulti-reliant right now for the side of Salts. Like, how do they take big team fights if Brewmaster doesn't have ult right now? They don't really have anything to help them set up.
And assuming this is an off-lane Brewmaster, right? Off-lane Brewmaster, middle carry Marana. That means they don't have an off-lane hero that combos up with the Naga Sirens there. Nope. We spoke about this before.
Nope, they do not. They just have this raw Naga Siren. I guess maybe the idea is that they're not going to try and work the Naga into a combo. They're going to try and play it sort of like LGD do this interesting thing where they'll sometimes do this where they pick Naga just flat out without any combo heroes, but then they won't level up the ultimate until like level 8 and just get either X-Nova, it's usually X-Nova that'll do it. He'll play super aggressively and they'll use the Riptide as sort of like a damage tool and then try and initiate with Ensnare and then just get the sleep later for escaping bad fights. But I'm not sure it's going to work out this game, especially because they have heroes like Ember Spirit now as well. So it's not actually very easy to escape a lot of these heroes or to kill them if you commit the Naga ultimate.
I mean, like, I'm gonna quote my boy Capitalist here and say, in Dota, I'm not a fan of innovation, right? You see Chinese teams pick Jakiro Nagasiren as opener. You see Chinese teams pick Disruptor Nagasiren as opener. Copy those lads. There's a reason they do that, because it's broken.
And Chinese teams win.
Chinese teams win.
You
But
know,
anyway, everybody does it. But it's alright. Maybe they have a way to make this Nagasiren work. I'm not gonna flame. I know Crimson Tide. I don't know. Okay, I lost my train of thought there.
Oh, come
We're
on,
looking
bro.
for fifth ban. We're looking for fifth ban, yeah.
Alright, so Sin5, they're still gonna decide if they're gonna put this Ursa. Right now, Salt is deciding if it's a pause for Ursa or if it's gonna be safe lane Ursa. I don't think you wanna pick, you wanna actually have this Ursa safe lane right now, especially with Ember Spirit in the mid lane. I think you want a hero that scales physically a little bit better for the late game. You don't want to be in a situation where if Ursa does badly, you're relying almost entirely on Ember Spirit to carry the game for you. You know, you want Ursa to just be able to run in and do random stuff, and then have some other hero that can take up space elsewhere across the map. Because Ursa is the kind of hero, because ideally you want to be fighting with these 4 heroes as they are right now in Sin 5, and then get something else that will farm the map to take up that space. Because right now it's like whatever, right? If imagine if Ursa is the carry, and then he gets dumpstered in lane, like then what from Sin 5? They're gonna be relying on Magnus with Empower to just try and stall the game out for Ursa. But we'll see. I could be like 100% wrong.
Yeah, you don't know. I think, like, it's a classic team secret thing to do. You pick that Zeus first pick, right? Everybody thinks, oh, it's going to be Absolute Zeus, it's going to be Absolute Zeus. Then they don't pick anything to counter the Zeus. And when they give mid one a mid Zeus on a free game, and then they just wreck you, then it's just like, oh man, why didn't we see that coming?
Jiro! Alright, so they do want to play. I think, you know, for me, what they probably made the decision for them is they're looking at this lineup from Salt, right? So Ursa hates being kited, especially before he has BKB. And they're like, okay, do we really want to deal with Nightmare, Fiend's Grip, Ensnare, the booze coming in from Brewmaster, Arrow, and now we're gonna have Life Break. Oh god, this is...
Did Sinister5 just get Huskered?
I don't know about this Husker pick. I don't know. You know, because there's still Ursa in the game. Like, Ursa is so good against
You know
Husker.
what? I would have liked this Husker pick, right? I'll tell you what. If that Nagasiren was a Dazzle or an Oracle or a hero that goes with Husker, I would have liked this Husker pick.
You don't like raw Husker, bro? You don't like raw fire?
I feel like, you know, in Dota 2, we have these broken combos in the game for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Not for you to pick half a combo on both the heroes.
You should use them, yeah. I don't know. I think the one saving grace I guess they have is that they can song the Husker. They can song to protect the Husker, and they can use Moonlight Shadow. But this lineup goes nowhere, right? On the side of Salt, if the game goes late, like past 30 minutes.
I mean,
not as much, not as bad anymore. But I don't know if you actually want to be fighting past 30 minutes versus Gyrocopter, because this is the kind of game where Gyro probably buys Axe, right, for bonus physical damage on Husker.
So that's going to be a mid Husker, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I think mid Husker, they don't have a hero that can deal with him in the lane. I think he's stronger than all the heroes in the lane. I feel like safe lane is also pretty good. Bane Marana. And then off lane, what are we looking at? A Brewmaster, Nagasiren potential dual lane. I think that's really strong as well.
Yeah, the lanes are gonna be the best part of their game right now, coming in from Salt. That's the one thing that they definitely are ensuring, that no matter what, we definitely are gonna have strong lanes. And above and beyond having strong lanes, we have kill potential in the majority of our lanes, even if we just have to run people down slowly. So this can actually work out. But it really does depend on as well on how well Sparkles does in the mid lane. Like you mentioned, he's gonna dumpster basically anybody that goes up against them, unless they go old like 2 patches ago and they decide to run a Ursa dual lane into him. Then Huskar's not gonna have the best time. But besides that, he's gonna have a fantastic laning phase.
But like, assuming he gets his block right, then they shouldn't be able to do that, because you said you're gonna high ground as Husker. Ursa can't necessarily run into your tower because you're still a Husker hitting him, right?
Now what you do is that you hide in the trees right here next to the tier 1, and then as soon as the Husker like shows like by the lip of the river, then you just run at him. You start hitting him.
Fair enough. Draxian actually talking about hiding by the trees. He gets scouted by the tier 1 tower and takes a couple of shots there.
Yeah, he wasn't being careful. Got caught at the far range. But I think part of since yesterday's update, it seems like some of the movement is weird. So maybe the pathing is just gone awry. They're gonna get this first blood.
First blood. The Rocket gonna be chasing down Cypress now. Sinister5, they've got 3 heroes around the Bane. Can they bring him down though is the question. His sleep is on cooldown 8 seconds. They're going to get the skewer back. And that should more or less be a dead Cypress. Who are they going to leave it for? Atastab, Aghanim? Okay, Aghanim's going to be the one to take it.
That was a lot of commitment for that. It's like, damn guys, okay, you really wanted that kill, sure, bros.
Sinister5 like their 5-man first bloods quite a lot though. It's something I see them do in like very competitive games as well. Whoa, that didn't mean to be BM, by the way. That did not mean to be BM.
No, but they're gonna give up 3 bounty runes. I'm not sure this is actually worth it to get that first blood. Because they gave up that, and look at the block at middle. Sparkle's gonna get the way better block in this situation, especially going up against a Magnus.
They decided to lane the Magnus here instead. Okay, I feel like it's kind of a decent decision because you have to give your Ember Spirit a game right when you're picking Ember. But at the same time, I feel like Magnus does nothing to Oscar.
Nope. Especially because he was forced to go for the skewer level 1 in order to ensure the kill onto Bane, so it won't even have access to the shockwave, which is what we can sometimes see Magnus doing at level 1 to farm this lane. So it's going to be pretty rough for him to experience here. Sparkles is going to just have free game if he hits his creeps.
Oh, Dora and I winning the CS straight here right from the get-go. Got his range creep, so he can be a little happy with himself, but I don't know for how long.
Yeah, Sparkles has level 2 now. He's got the Berserker's Blood. This is not going to be happy for too much longer. And at bottom, Trax is with this Ursa. He is just trying to run up and create trouble here. But Mirana's one of the better heroes to lane up against the Huskar as well, because she has such an insane range in conjunction with a great animation, and good damage, good gain as well. So it's kind of hard to actually harass her out. And Naga's Iron is right here, so if you just try and run onto Mirana, you get ensnared, and Naga's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, Arrow can always come on. I feel like the Ursa Pass 4 matches up well against the Naga Pass 4 because they both sort of get in your face and harass heroes in terms of supports, and I don't think Naga can ever trade with an Ursa, which is a good thing. And Ursa, I mean Naga rather, going to be in trouble. She gets off the Riptide, but I don't think it's enough to keep her going. And Atastam going to pick himself up his first kill of the game here on the Ember Spirit.
Did you see what Trax did? You see that spot where he was hiding just beyond the trees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought he might have done mid, but he's playing this really well. This is exactly how you should be playing this hero. This Ursa. That was well done from him. What?
What?
Oh.
He probably got a skewer back. What a player.
Yeah. What a player, dude. That's actually pretty sick. He dies afterwards, but still, what a player.
I mean, in a lane like that, it's definitely hashtag worth.
Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, dude, he's like even out the experience. He was falling behind. He knows that this is like, there's not that many opportunities to do something constructive versus a Huskar in this kind of situation. So that was 100% hashtag worth. Lol.
And his bottom lane actually going pretty damn well for Atastam with the Strax support here. He's sitting at 10 CS, 60 nice. Having a better time than, was it Crimson Tide's Mirana, in fact.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get a kill though. No, they won't.
Not a chance.
Damage. Yeah. They actually might kill...
He still has 2 leap charges. He'll be fine, but not a hero. He walks back into this. Can Ursa bring him down? There's no point in the Aftershock just yet, so doesn't look like it. And again, we can see the skewer on the tower. Dora and I doing his thing, but Sparkles, is he going to fall or is he going to get the kill first this time? He's trying for the man fight. Is he going to do it? He's going to drop.
Oh.
Dora and Die. He dies second again, so definitely another big win for Dora and Die.
Oh my god. Did that just happen, dude? What is happening in this mid lane?
Fool me once, shame on you.
But twice. Fool me twice and I'm just a god. Dora and Die. Maybe that's why they chose to lane up the Magnus. It wasn't even because they thought, you know, let's give Ember Spirit a good lane. Dora and Die is like, guys, I got this. I can kill this guy solo more than once. Believe me, boys.
The net worth is kind of interesting there because the Magnus gave away 400 gold for killing him there. Like after dying second.
What? What? And he actually also gave away more gold the previous time, 350. What is happening actually?
Is it because he's getting the kill first, so he gets that like boosting gold which like shifts the net worth scales? I don't even know.
Yeah, but these early game net worths have been really weird for a while. Like we've been seeing some teams where you'll kill an ultra high net worth hero and it won't do anything top lane. Oh, Master might die.
Making the move. Can he bring down Skynet? Oh, is Aghanim going to be the one to pick up a kill? 9x9 might be in trouble. Mr. Jerick with a weird name. I don't know. Aghanim going to try chasing him down. Doesn't get off the second rocket barrage. But now Cypress going to be the one to tank a lot of damage. He has his mango 2 seconds before the brain tap is back up. But nobody going to drop in the top lane just yet.
Oh man, Skynet just wasn't able to find the glimpse. If he caught somebody with glimpse there, hopefully 9-9, they probably get a kill. But nobody dies. How is it that nobody dies?
Traxian making the move you called out, but he's going to get gone and Sparkles gets brought the hell down. Traxian now, man fighting up, not a hero under the tower as well. Dora and I doing the dive here too. He gets off the shockwave. Is it enough? damage to bring down the Naga. It doesn't look like it for the moment. Not a hero juking and jiving here. Can he make it out? Traction pops the self. He still wants the skill. He's ready to dive. Not a hero debating for his hostile to come back, but he's going to get popped almost instantly. Doesn't get off one more spell even.
Oh my god.
And top lane, more action even going on. Again, I'm looking for a dive. The Rocket going to be chasing down Cypress, but 99, he's walking back in. He wants to man fight up the Brewmaster. Who's going to win this trade is the question. Aghanim looks like he's going to be the first one to pick up a kill. And they might get the Brewmaster here as well. They do indeed. And this is just in time because the Ruin spawned, Mr. Snare.
Dude, and they're gonna get all four. Trax and Dota and Die have already secured the bottom ones. We see Skynet moving towards top to get the Radiant Bounty Rune. Is he gonna find it? He's gonna at least glimpse back 9-9. Oh no, he won't. So they're gonna get 3 at the very least.
Is he gonna
And Miranda dies bottom. Crimson Tide is dead.
Oh my god, Skynet is blown up as well. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. How did Crimson Tide die? Oh, he got changed up. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I think they caught him out in a bad position where he didn't have the leap charges online. That's such a feels bad moment, dude.
Because I looked there, he had 2 leap charges, right? So I was like, okay, this kill's not going to happen. He's low on life, but Ursa can never catch him. So I looked up. And he comes back and he's dead. Feels bad, man.
Now Trax is already thinking about moving back towards mid. He's going to wait for this next rune. Watch it be an Invis rune, just as
or a haste
his phase
rune on
boots
the
arrive.
Ursa. I feel like Trax got the feels right now.
Look, already we see the Skynet setting up in the mid lane. Has level 2 on the glimpse.
What did I just say, dude?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually happening. So comical.
Oh, they gave him the bottle? Alright, efficient plays from Sinister5 boys. Now Traxin, he's charging up, but he's got the haste ruin. Is he going to pop the chat wheel before he goes in? No, he's just going to run straight at Sparkle. Sparkle, I don't think he even has a chance against us. Ursa Skynet here as well. He's going to jump forward, but he's going to get blown the hell up. And Dota and Die going to be the one to secure that kill in the end. And bottom side of the map, looks like Adestam doing his thing, gets 2 kills there as well.
What? He just got 2 kills by himself. How did that happen?
He's the Ember Spirit.
It's Adestam. He just also has level 6. That was actually a pretty sick play. Oh, top lane. No action.
Skynet making his move back here. 9-9, he might be in trouble. Aghanim doing his thing. Doesn't have mana for the next Rocket Barrage, unfortunately, so the Brewmaster will be fine. Cypress, he's a tanky Bane. He'll be okay too. Dude,
did you see what happened to Sparkle? Sparkle was having a great time. But then the moment Ursa shows up, dude, these Fury Swipes, they just destroy Huskar. Huskar can literally do nothing.
Quote-unquote support Ursa, and he just tears through your carry like that.
Yeah,
he still does the same thing, right? It's pretty ridiculous.
That's why I was really concerned about them going for this last pick Huskar. I'm like, versus Ursa, guys. I don't know about this. Regardless of the position of the Ursa, it just seems like a bad look. As well, when you're playing Huskar, one of the big things you want to be able to do is take down Roche. And
he's going to jump at him, but there's no kill potential there. The Chrono comes up. Sorry, the RP. Wrong big team fight ultimate there. But it's only on 1, and Naga's going to be the only one to fall there. So not that epic in the end.
That's probably the best case scenario right now for the side of Salt, because this enables Crimson Tide to be farming solitarily in the mid lane. They know that RP is down, so he can play a little bit more aggressively without having to fear the ultimate. Sparkles doesn't die, so he can just back off in the jungle and play a bit safely. So it sucks though, because it gives gold over to Dota and Die, allows Ember Spirit to apply more pressure towards bottom, makes bottom completely unsafe because they don't have adequate vision around the area. So they can't really be certain whether or not they're getting ganked out or not.
Glimpse comes out top. They're trying to make the move on Jerick. Jerick taking a decent amount of damage here. The Gyrocopter, ulti, everything coming through. Do they have the damage burst on Jerick? Jerick almost trades up there, but he's going to fall in the end. And Cypress going to suffer a similar fate. They're going to get 2 kills on the top side of the map, the side of Sinister5. Not a hero trying to make a rotation in here, but he might just go down here as well. He walks in. There's no mana for a rocket. There's no rocket barrage available. But he gets caught in the kinetic field. Can Aghanim burst him down here? Sadly, just a little too short on mana.
I'd like you to point your attention to something, fam. He is almost level 7 on Aghanim, erstwhile Jerick is level 4 on the Brewmaster. Like, Jerick is really struggling. Jerick actually is the lowest overall experience in this game, basically, tied with the Naga Siren as well as the Bane Elemental. So they need very desperately this ultimate from him, because it's literally the only way that they have to start fights on their own accord, unless they want to commit the song from Naga Siren. But that's going to be a long time incoming, and it seems like this Blink Dagger is also not that much closer than him having level 6. So it's going to be a long time before Salt are being active on the map rather than reacting properly. They're going to try to get for a small kill though onto Adestam. I doubt they'll find it though. He already has a... He doesn't have a Remnant down. This is the best case scenario for them to pick him off.
They get off the neck. Sparkle's jumping forward. Do that at burst damage. They're going to try. The Remnant does come out, but Adestam not going to get a chance to zip to it.
Nice. Adestam, that should not happen ever again. Like, you cannot be on the enemy side of the map as the Ember Spirit and not have a defensive remnant out, regardless of how well the game's been going before that. And Adestam gets punished. Sparkles, that's a lot of gold that they actually get out of that, dude. He's now already back to second net worth. What the hell is happening this game?
Oh, good old Dota 2. 10
Oh,
seconds
man.
till the next bounty ruin spawn. I feel like I'm in a ranked game. I need to ping that out, but I realize I'm just casting game on Dota 2 right now. So it's all good, man. It's all good.
Lol. If this was a ranked game, you'd be like spamming, or you'd be like, dude, what the hell is happening? I'd be flaming right now. Say, where's my core? Where's my camp support?
This is why we 3Ks.
Oh
This
my
is why
God.
we 3Ks there.
Cypress is gonna be so tilted right now. He's actually gonna die for this as well. He's gonna miss out on getting the bounty rune, and he's gonna lose his life.
There's the haste on
Thanks.
D&D. Oh, he gets the sleep off, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, Dora and Die has more than enough damage to bring it down. Sparkles does TP here, but there's the glimpse. Wait, what?
What?
What just happened?
What? I did not know that was a thing.
You can dodge glimpse with Oscar ult. That's amazing.
I did not know that. Alright, so every game we see with Disruptor being picked, hard counter is the Huskar. Oh my god. That was amazing, dude. I don't think that Skynet expected that to happen either. But it's chill. Sparkles is happy with this. They're actually gonna kill Crimson Tide at mid.
They got a rocket chasing him. He's still got a couple of leap charges, so he should be fine for the moment. Sparkle's coming through as well. Pretty low HP, but he's going to jump forward. I got him getting a whale done. He throws out his ultimate, but he gets blown up a little too fast. And there's the Omna toggles from Sparkles, keeping himself alive there as well. So that's another big pickup for the side of Salt. Still 6k net worth behind, but a kill's a kill, man. A kill's a kill.
It's 6k net worth though. Adestam is gonna have this Maelstrom with a Ring of Aquila and 4 pouches. Oh, top, there's ultimate from Brewmaster.
Master trying to do his thing. It's just a wee little Skynet. He's actually happy to pay his price because pass for us just solo roached 11 minutes into the game. What?
You know, earlier on I wanted to say something about the Huskar and say one of the also other reasons it's really bad. Huskar's game plan kind of also revolves around being able to grab that early Aegis and leverage that to be extremely aggressive into the enemy team to win a fight and therefore take a tower. But the fact that Ursa just walks in with a Morbid Mars, takes Roche, the Huskar's like, that's not what I expected to happen right now.
Which other pause 4 can walk into Roche at 11 minutes and kill him? That's just insane.
Dude, on which other pause 4 will tracks be more farmed than Aghanim right now at 12 minutes into the game?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna give credit to the Magnus for that though.
Oh yeah, with the Empower.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so is this the strat, dude? Is Dota and Die going back to support now? Is this what's happening in this game?
Traction, playing the role he's always wanted to. Carry.
Carry Ursa.
He's even picked up the Aegis. He didn't even call in one of his carry heroes. Okay, now carry heroes gonna find a support hero in the form of Cypress as a Bane, and he's just gonna get. He just got devoured. He got smashed. He got wrecked, son.
Oh my god, dude. Top, they're actually might get a kill on the Brewmaster as well. Nah, there's too many creeps
I
around.
don't think
The Rocket Barrage
Aghanim
won't kill
gets
him.
this.
Look where they come to go. They're going mid. They want to use RP.
Oh, they're going for this. They got the RP. Crimson Tide gonna get the leap away, but the glimpse is there. He's got 2 more charges. Sparkles coming in as well. He jumps into the static storm. He's gonna walk out of it just barely. Can he make it out of this? No, he can't. He gets smashed by the tracks. Also, the Song of the Siren comes out, but it's too little, too late. And the caster prediction was wrong. Aghanim did manage to kill Jarek top.
Yep. Killed him. I don't even know what happened there. What did Aghanim use to make that happen? I need to see his skills. Everything's on cooldown already. What just happened, dude? Because at middle, they try to get away with Crimson Tide, right? But Crimson Tide was trying to escape, and at the same time, he's trying to flee the fight. Huskar was trying to go in for the fight, and Huskar had basically no health.
Crimson Tide was gone there, by the way, I think. Oh, actually, there's Ember Spirit there as well. Okay, I don't think he was gone.
No. I don't think he was gone either. I think he was gonna end up as he did, no matter what. It was gonna be fine. But I don't know what happened with Sparkles. Sparkles it kind of feels like he's having Huskar syndrome. You know, very often with these kind of snowbally heroes, Huskars, Broods, etc. Oh wait, I'll make the point after this fight.
Oh my god, Dota died. 3-man RP. Adestam does his thing as well. Double kill. Is it gonna be the triple? Leave it for Adestam. The man, the legend. Oh my god, Traxian.
Oh my god.
Traxian, please.
Was that a 4? That was a 4-man RP, dude. What a Blink Dagger reveal from Dota and Die. Oh my god, that was amazing.
That was a gorgeous RP. I'm not even gonna lie. Did you see Traxian steal Adestam's triple kill? I was not impressed.
Of course, dude. Of course you would. I mean, it's Adestam. Have you played? You know, he's like he's playing core. He's got this Maelstrom. Dude, he's gonna have Blink Dagger with Maelstrom at 16 minutes. What the hell is happening right now? This Ember Spirit is going ham.
He's got 100 CS, 7 kills, 4 assists. Not doing too bad if you ask me.
Wouldn't you feel bad right now if you're Aghanim, and knowing that you're actually you're the least valuable hero on the team right now by some margin?
As a Jericho, it's not even... Okay, he is kind of underformed, but I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think the worst thing to be playing Gyrocopter is this game when you get to level 15 talent and you see 0.5 second missile stun duration when that used to be 3 extra flak cannon hits. That's where the misery comes from, Mr. Stone.
That feels bad. Alright, so they're gonna try for a Hail Mary smoke.
We got a double smoke going on. Sinister5 smoked as well, so who's gonna find who? They're baiting the bounty runs. Actually, they're gonna take it in the end. Looks like the side of Salt are walking the wrong way. Not gonna find the Sinister5 boys. They might find Aghanim. They see the courier.
Oh, Sparkle sees him. They got him.
He's gonna drop him. Aghanim should go down here.
Aghanim's definitely gonna die, but will they survive though is the question. Now Aghanim's dead. He's gonna burn out from the Huskar damage.
The rest of the Sin5 boys are here. They're gonna find Scon. Actually, Salt makes the move first. They find Scon and can they bring him down? They're gonna try. The Fiend Grip comes out into Dora and die as well. Try setting up the... Okay, alright. Before I get to anything else.
Tracks on
Huskar
Sparkles.
just got melted. Oh my god. Crimson Tide, is he gonna drop as well? Jackson trying to do his thing. Brewmaster Ruling's doing his thing. They actually get the Aegis down on Ursa. And the TPs, mass TPs from Salt, gonna get them the hell out of there.
You know, it's normally not good news to be like, well, it's a win, guys. We got the Aegis off of their +4 hero. That's what we need to do right now. I mean, they did kill Aghanim though. That was a good kill on him, and they didn't lose too much on the way out. Only having lost the Huskar. And if you're Sparkles, you take what you can get at this point in the game. So I think
he's not having a game as a Huskar though.
He can't though. Like, he's not playing. Oh, Adastam.
Oh, he still gets chased though. Is he gonna get melted? Jerick blinks forward. He's gonna get glimpsed Skynet with the save, but Adastam gonna get brought down in the end. Okay, so you gotta have a little bit of a game. You got 1,000 gold from killing Adam there.
That's a lot of money. It's gonna get him very much closer towards having the Heaven's Halberd. They should allow him, after clearing out most of this creep wave and maybe 1 or 2 more creeps, he'll have at least a Sanj, which is kind of ideal as well. They're gonna go for a fight at top, dude. They're gonna commit the Moonlight Shadow and they're gonna commit the Song to try to take this fight. Or at the very least use the
I like this decision. They know Adastam is dead. They only see 2 heroes here. This is the fight to take. Arrow comes through. Actually, lands on Aghanim. Do that the first time to bring him down. The RB is there from Dora and the counter play. He catches 3. Aghanim dropping down to ulti now as well. They throw down, not a hero. And now Jerick gonna be in trouble as well. Can he make it out? No, he can't. Cypress getting wheeled down by the Ursa. But the Ursa changes time. Target to the bigger one. He brings on the Marana, and that looks so good for the side of Salt. Ends up being so bad.
Sinister5 were ready for that. You could see like the way that they were sitting with their 2 heroes. Magnus making sure that he's sitting not necessarily too far away so that he can't blink in an RP, but making sure that if they're gonna go on anybody, they're gonna have to decide either you're going on Magnus or you're gonna go on the Gyrocopter. You can't do both simultaneously. And they choose a Gyro, which is at this point kind of a softer kill, or what seems like a more priority kill, but it doesn't work out. You get immediately counter RP'd, Gyro survives, and now you've lost tier 2 and you lose high ground.
I think they were stuck in a rock and a hard place situation. I think either target they went on there was not the right target. Tracks in. He's gonna blink in. He might be a little deep, but no, he gets off his ultimate, so he'll be fine for the moment. Glimpse is there, sending a couple of heroes back, but Adastam, he jumps in, he catches 2 in the chains, but the Brewmaster ulti is there to slow things down. But 2 of the Panthers get instantly blown up.
Wow.
Bane gonna hit the deck as well. Adastam still doing his thing inside the enemy base. He fears nothing right now. Traxxon blinking back in. Can he bring the Crimson Tide? Crimson Tide doesn't have a leap charge, and he's gonna get blown up.
Oh my goodness. Sparkles can't even jump in the fight.
Jumping back in now. He gets 1. He brings down Skynet at the very least. Dora and Die might be in trouble. Can they get 2? They get 2. Can they get Trax as well? Trax, 1 more hit should do the trick, and they do get 3 heroes in the end. So that's a decent amount of gold going the way of Salt, but it did cost him a Marana buyback.
Yeah, he had to buy back for that. He still ended up making profit though. 863 gold in the bank for him. So Crimson Tide, you know, that fight sucked, but at least gets a javelin out of it. And they might be able to procure the tier 1 tower out of this. It seems like maybe they just went too soon on the side of Sin5. They could have just waited for the next Roche. But you could see they were kind of feeling themselves, right? Because they weren't even, like, the secondary target was this tier 3 tower. They were primarily concerned with trying to get kills. Dora dived in for the skewer. Trax was jumping onto the Marana. I think they wanted to end the game then and there, force a GG out from Salt. But Salt seem a little bit more resilient than that. And now they're going to take a tier 1. But they're going to lose Sparkles though. He's inside the static storm. I don't think there's a way to save him right now.
You're going to start wailing on Skynet there, but no fleeing arrows through the silence. Now backline sitting. Jared jumping in on Aghanim as well. They actually do get the gyrocopter. Sparkles doing his thing. Burns on half of Dota and dies HP, but Ursa, he jumps into 3 heroes. He's a scary bear and he doesn't care. Not a hero. I did not mean to rhyme that.
Come on, MC Chikte. It's okay, bro.
Alright, we're going into the summer rapid now. The RP comes out. They catch Jarek. Jarek going to get blown up. It's only a one-man RP from Dota. I'm not used to seeing that after this game.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's just disrespect, bro. That's BM right now. Like, just being like, I can throw a RP, whatever. Watch, next thing he's gonna get a 3-man skewer. That's the only path forward.
Wow. If he does, I will be blown away. Okay, I forgot to talk about this efficiency earlier. So, after that play where he gets 3 in the RP top tower, he popped his Arcane Rune for that, and he just delivered the minus on the courier. He ate a creep and it had a 63-second cooldown. Now that is Masters level efficiency right there, baby.
That is some efficient plays from Dennis. Well done to Magnus player. So you see this Heaven's Halberd coming out now from Sparkles, right? Considering the fact that as much as Ursa is a threat, as much as the Ember is a threat, pure right click isn't really his issue right now. I kind of feel like just his inability to move around in these fights, just keep getting glimpsed around, kinetic fielded, might necessitate him going for BKB rather than going for this talisman or for this halberd. It's a bit late now. He has to commit for the item, but he has to make BKB an absolute priority. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to play this game. We've seen that the only time he's actually been able to really get kills is when he comes in at the very end of the fight. Everyone's sort of already forgotten about him. But if he's there at the beginning, they just focus him down, make it impossible for him to deal any amount of damage. Diving in as well is quite difficult, because none of these heroes are necessarily people that you ideally want to be in the faces of. Aghanim almost has BKB, and it's not like the damage he puts out is wholly insignificant. Ember Spirit. Magnus means you can get RP'd. Ursa rips you to shreds, and Ursa just takes the next Roche as well.
I mean,
so Ursa cannot play though.
Okay, looks like they want to actually take this fight. Ursa does have Aegis and a cheese. They want to make the move on Skynet first. Arrow comes out, they're going to find Skynet. Skynet will get blown the hell up, but that was a lot to commit. Even the Fiend's Grip just to bring down the Disruptor?
Oh,
right.
And Adam also cancels out the TP from 9-9, so they won't be able to defend at bottom from Dennis.
They want to Sinister5 want to fight this. They got Aegis on Ursa. Traxxon, he's going to blink it. They start wailing on Sparkles. Sparkles will get blown the hell up. 9-9 gets stunned from the rocket as well from the gyrocopter. Traxxon, he sees him. He's going to blow him up as well. Double kill for the bear. And now they're looking for more. Adestam trying to get the chains. Not going to land on anybody. Okay, and actually he does catch Cypress. Ooh.
You know, in this drafting phase, when I said that this Magnus is going to help the Ursa get a very early Blink Dagger as well as Basher, yeah. I didn't see this shit coming. This is ridiculous right now.
I mean, I was about to say, when you were on your... Okay, wait, before we get to that, Crimson Tiger get blown the hell up. Yes, triple remitted. There's the RP as well on just the Naga Siren. 5 heroes dead for Salt. Looking like the beginning of the end. They're going to buy back on the Naga. Naga sending out some illusions to stall this up, but... Man, oh man, Sinister5, they're feeling themselves right now. 22k lead in 22 minutes. Could say they're having a good time so far, Mr. Snare.
Yeah, they're sort of enjoying themselves, fam. They're, you know... They're not tilted, I guess. That's what you can say. And they don't have any ultimates left to fight with, but let's see if they can make this happen.
I mean, Trax, he doesn't need any ultimates. He just needs to jump in and hit people. And there we go. He gets the bash on Cypress. He brings him down. He's going to pop the ultimate. Sparkles might be in a bit of a pickle. He's going to try and man fight up the Ursa. Do they have the damage to bring down his Aegis? They do indeed. So it's a 2-for-2 trade, including the Aegis here. Traxxon, he's still getting willed and actually might be able to bring him down. He's lit it up. He's kited up. Sparkles jumping on Aghanim now as well. But Aghanim actually does do a fair bit of damage now, but he does get brought down in the end. 2 more buybacks coming out on the side of Salt. 3 more buybacks make it. And now at this time, he's stunned up. Can they burst him down? The arrow was there from Crimson Tide quite beautifully. And they bring down the Ember Spirit as well. They're getting a lot here actually. But it did cost them almost 5 buybacks. Actually, it did cost them all 5
Literally
buybacks.
5 buybacks, yeah. The only hero that didn't buy back in this engagement was the Mirana, who bought back on the previous engagement. So she wasn't available to buy back now, but every other hero bought back. The change, most people didn't end up making any money off of that. And the change in gold, not nearly enough to justify the expenditure of resources. And they might lose Crimson Tide actually already.
Oh, he gets super vesseled up. He gets smacked up by Trax. Although Bane does find a cheeky snipe on Skynet. I'd like to see a tip come out there, Mr. Cypress. He doesn't tip.
He's gonna try to get the Fiend's Grip out on Trax. Trax might die here. If he gets gripped, he's gonna die.
Oh, there's the halberd as well. The item that Mr. Snare flamed. Did you see that evasion? Did you see that evasion?
I mean, I saw that evasion, right? But I also saw that Sparkles nearly died there.
Look, a BKB wouldn't have changed that. I'm just saying, when you 20k gold behind as a Husker 20 minutes into the game, I don't think there's anything you can buy that salvages the game.
You know why BKB would help? BKB, you activate it, you're no longer affected by Earthshock, so you can run away faster. Yeah, but you're right, definitely. At this point in the game, when the net worths look this bad, when Husker was on 9.6k and the Ursa support, quote-unquote Ursa, is 3k up on you, not really much ways you can fight. There's a fight at the top shrine, though.
Just gets his ultimate back on 9. Sparkles TP's in on about 1 HP, I'd like to say. Moonlight Shadow is there. Can they find him? Essentially, Wards is dropped from side of Sinister5. They're going to see Jarek walk up the high ground. Do they want to commit things to blow him up, though, is the question. Jarek blinking forward. Actually, Durandai gets gripped up by Cypress now as well. Can they burst on the magnets? They're going to try their very, very best. They're going to pop the split now from the Beastmaster. They do get Durandai. It's one big kill. The glimpse comes out on Sparkles, delaying the chase, but Jarek, he's making his moves. He's running that fireband. Trying to catch anybody he can. He might find Skynet here. The arrow not going to be on the mark from Mr. Crimson Tide. Skynet juking and driving. He should be fine, actually.
What a play from Skynet. Actually, jukes out the Brewmaster, prevents him from getting off the cyclone onto him. He's actually going to get the kill now. What a player, Skynet. That was pretty great. That was a great bait.
Now Sinister5, they're on the run. They want more. Cypress might be the next casualty. That Earthshock just off the mark, but I think they catch Cypress here anyway. Oh my god, Drax. First hit bash.
Of course it's first hit bash. Of course. And oh, this song, man, that's some fear right there. Not a hero actually commits a song just to be able to get back to base. That's a 2-minute cooldown with no indication from the side of Sin5 that they're not going to try and take advantage of this window.
I mean, Dota and I got blown up before he got to cast RP, so they can just go for it now, I think.
Yep. And they also have a gem coming in for Trax. I don't know if Trax is going to be on to carry it, but with that gem, even more map control than they already have right now. And it's going to be basically impossible for Mirana to get them out of sticky situations. It hasn't been happening anyway, but now it's just an impossibility that'll happen.
Sparkles chasing down. Oh my god, he got sent back into the earth. So he gets changed up now. I saw Traxion. I understand rather than want to pick up that kill on Mr. Sparkles.
Yeah, Traxion got halberted, so couldn't attack. So it had to be Adam.
Diving into the base, hoping to find somebody. Hitting buildings a bit overrated right now. Doran guy walking and looking for the RP, doesn't find anybody. He catches just Cypress this time. Oh, but he's just doing the skewer regardless. Alright, style point still there from Doran Dai.
Skills them into Static Storm, and I think it's comfortable enough to call this GG. Pretty sure this is over, right?
I mean, as us professional casters, we can see it. But I don't know if the players can. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, I would like to say that's the game. Rack secured, no buybacks on the deck. Second rack's more or less secured, and it's a huge lead. Sinister5 just too good in this first game, I believe.
If I'm honest, I kind of think that Salt shot themselves in the foot. They didn't do themselves any favors with the draft. Mirana with Bane is fine. Bane with Naga Scion is not fine. Naga Scion without any natural synergistic heroes, not fine. And the Husker last pick was
Ursa as well. I did not like because pass for Ursa wrecked him. And then Husker into Ursa, like you just said. That was... I don't know. I was not a fan.
If they dropped a bit, I think they could have had a much different game versus Salt. But just, yeah, they need to go back to the drawing board. I think what happened is that they had a specific set of heroes they kind of wanted to pick. And they didn't really think about how this would match up against the Sin5 heroes. Or how it would like mesh together overall. So back to the drawing board, and hopefully they give us a show in game 2.
Well, that's it for us in the first game. See you guys in game number 2. We're going to our second game here. Sinister5 taking on Salt in the VS Gaming Masters. The first game was a dominating performance of Sinister5, to say the least, Mr. Snare.
Yeah, dominating is probably the most euphemistic word that you can use, so we'll leave it at that. It was pretty bad, but mostly it was the most of the domination occurred right here on the screen on the drafting. So this is where Salt have to make the majority of their adjustments. I don't mind their first 3 bans. What it was, Crystal Maiden, Tree, and Enchantress, right? That I'm
Yeah.
100% fine with. So they can keep that order. Just need to really think about which heroes they're gonna pick up next. Even the Bane Mirana first opening too, I'm completely okay with. It's the next 3 heroes where they're gonna have to adjust their strategy. And definitely don't pick Husker if there's a Ursa.
Yeah, like I don't know. That Husker pick. It didn't work out in the end. I guess the idea was right, but if they had that idea, shouldn't they? I'm gonna go back to that Naga Siren pick that I flamed in the first game. So that if you had the Husker idea, why not pick something that goes with Husker? Obviously, it could get banned out or something like that, so it's a bit risky to pick it like 3 and then 5, right?
I mean, you don't have, but sometimes you just don't have to pick Husker. It's fine.
Fair enough. If it's not a Husker game, you're in Husker.
So this is some respect being shown towards Traxion. Look at that second ban from the side of Salt.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was a quote-unquote support that game, but he carried that game super hard.
He carried that game so hard, bro. So I understand wanting to ban that out. They're like, okay, fine, Trax. So what's it going to be from him? Is it going to be Weaver, CK? There's this Southeast Asian team, and their order of picks for their position 4 hero, it's Ursa, Sven, Weaver, PA. So let's see. It's going to be one of those. And there's your favorite hero, bro.
I hate this hero so much. I don't like playing safe lane anymore because every time I play safe lane, I just get a Wind Ranger coming into my lane with Blightstone or Overvenom and right-clicking me. It's not fun at all.
Oh, you don't enjoy being right-clicked with or overvalued by a hero that you can't harass back?
Nope. Not
Doesn't that sound like fun, bro?
Really cool. It's horrible, but I think this hero is really strong, right? It's a super open pick. You can pick it in the first phase. You can play offlane. You can play support. You can can be played mid. It's just it's a value first pick, I think.
Yeah, one of the most flexible heroes in the game. Definitely helps to have a hero like this. It's also not as vulnerable towards heroes like the Pudge. Up until the point where Pudge gets Dismember, Wind Ranger can most of the time survive getting hooked. Just Wind Run away. It can even survive getting like the full combo of Dual Breath Rot being ran down with the Wind Run. So I like it to start off with. Also allows them to, whatever lane that the Pudge is going to go in to try and control, they can deal with that. And Wind Ranger Phoenix, God, if this is a dual lane, this is so cancerous, dude.
Alright, that's a dirty hero. I mean, a dirty dual lane. Phoenix is a hero that's kind of been unpopular at the moment, but I feel like in the right game, and it can still be really good, right?
Yep. I actually really like it this game because it's going up against Jakiro and Pudge, 2 heroes that aren't necessarily known for very high attack speed or high movement speed. So Fire Spirits are super value here. Icarus Dive as well. Unless you get yourself hooked mid-dive, you should always be able to escape away from the Pudge. Supernova is quite good here. And in the laning phase itself, it's not that easy for Sinister5 to completely run down this Phoenix. Because he's going to have Sunray to... Well, not Sunray, the Fire Spirits. Just slow everybody's movement speed down. And if they get Sunray, if this ends up being a support Phoenix, then they can use the Sunray as a propping up tool. Sort of like what Dazzle would do for the Husker. Maybe they go Husker Phoenix, bro. That's the strat. Maybe the problem was not enough fire.
No more Husker.
They need more fire.
But I think maybe Phoenix in this dual lane meta has a place because he can actually like kind of have a good laning phase then.
Yeah, definitely can. It can do wonders. This is also a hero that, like, depending on the circumstances, can be left completely alone in the offlane.
Yeah.
Like this game actually, because like Punch never wants to just sit in one place, right? You want to actually do stuff for your team. So they could actually find a way to make this Phoenix just run himself alone. Maybe run an aggressive dual lane in the top side of in the bottom side of the map, and then have some self-sufficient hero at top, like the Phoenix, you know, to just sit up there. It could work out. But I don't think they will, because I think that you kind of need nowadays for a really strong aggressive dual lane or aggressive tri lane. Sorry, you need Crystal Maiden, and maybe a hero like the Ursa, somebody to just soak up damage. And CM has been banned out, so already that makes it much less likely to run an aggro try for me.
Yeah, for me, I feel like the theme of the patch is you have this super beefy frontliner and then a range core that just does right clicks for the offlane at least. Like you have like Slaughter Marana or like Pudge Wind Ranger or like just that you have that combo up, right? With some meat shield and some range hero that just does harass.
You know what hero I would love to see this game? I would
Alright.
love to see Jakiro. Not Jakiro, Abaddon, sorry. We already have Jakiro. Like, for Salt.
Why?
Like, so if they have a Baron, it's kind of difficult for like Pudge and Jakiro do nothing in the early game against the Baron really, because you no matter what they do, you just aphotic shield stops the dot damage coming in from the dual breath. You know, as it pops eventually, Pudge can't really be next to you with Rot because you end up taking a lot more damage than you initially expect for. It's harder for yourself to get that self deny. You have ultimate, so Sinister5 can't like kill you right off the bat, and it's an initial like an additional save for whatever future suns that could come out of Sin 5. And it's a hero that if they put this in the offlane, sure, Phoenix will be the support in the background, but Abaddon can just soak up damage on the front lines, and Abaddon doesn't actually get dumpstered in the laning phase versus Morphling, which, yeah, if they get dumpstered in the laning phase with Morph, yeah, I don't know. Then the game is basically impossible.
They have to pressure that Morphling in the lane, right? They already have this Wind Ranger who could potentially be a support. Because I feel like Morphling is a really strong hero right now, but his one weakness is like level 1. Before he gets like level 5, he's super. If you do have a dual lane, you can pressure him in the off lane. I mean, in the safe lane.
Okay, Nyx. Decent-ish against the Jakiro and the Pudge. Not as good against the Morphling anymore because for some reason Morph takes no mana. Can you? I don't know. Somebody send an email to IceFrog and say, bro, what the fuck? What's happening?
And I'm pretty sure it goes faster now at max level than it used to as well.
Yeah, it's not fair, basically, is the prognosis.
I
That
mean,
being said, though,
again,
yeah.
Morphling is a really strong hero right now, but in the meta of a Wind Ranger right-clicking you constantly in the off lane, it's not the best hero in all games.
No, definitely not. So this game, who do you want support though? I feel like I actually don't. I've seen a lot of core games with Nyx, and I really don't like core Nyx.
I don't like Konex.
I really prefer this hero in the support role. So if it is support Nyx, who's gonna be the other support? Probably Phoenix, right?
I mean, in SA Dota scene, right, who do you view as like our best offlane Nyx assassin player?
Right now, I haven't actually seen an offlane Nyx.
Okay, nobody plays it anymore, but like Chelsea used to be viewed as our
Chelsea
best
used to play
Nyx assassin player. And he always says he hates it as a pause 3 because everything he does as a pause 3, he does as a pause 4 as well.
Yeah, and then there's no like additional advantage to having this hero. In fact, in some cases, it's a disadvantage. And I don't think it matters what we talk about next because now there's a Brood. And they are not prepared to deal with Brood at all right now.
Oh, that's a dirty Brood, mama. Alright, what are your options here? You can go Timbersaw, Tyrant, Sven. Like, just for the laning phase. What are you going to pick to deal with this Brood mother?
Just for the lanes, I guess if you really want to, you can go. What do you even want to? Like, I think you just pick like a lane that doesn't die. Go like DK or something in the mid lane. I think like trying to win this lane versus Brood is probably gonna go south for you. So maybe DP. So you can just queue yourself out always, and then Broodmother is not gonna really be able to approach directly onto you for fear of being spirit siphoned. But I think trying to win this lane is gonna be lost.
DP can just get run over, can't she?
She can, yeah, she can get run over completely. Depends on how she decides to play. If you play ultra safe by the tower, you don't get run over, but then you don't do anything either. MK. So they have a lot of team fight, I guess. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Because you can path with Brood, you can path over the trees, and then like if you just have a hatchet, you can easily find the Monkey King. And then you just find him and kill him. Oh man, that's actually going to be a really rough game for Salt. Because this Monkey King also doesn't really match up that well up against any of these lanes. You can't match up versus the Brood lane. Even against the Morphling lane, MK doesn't really have the ultimate best time. And there's a Jakiro in this game who's obviously going to be harassing the Monkey King wherever he goes. You can find yourself getting hooked out of Wukong's command, which completely ends your ultimate, which sucks. You can get hooked from the trees as well, which is awful. There is a multitude of burst damage between the Morphling and the Broodmother. Burst physical damage, which is the worst thing for Monkey King. So I don't know about this game with the MK. I guess it does synergize well with the Phoenix ult if you're able to keep people in position on the Wukong's command. But it feels a bit all in on the Wombo combo, right? Because they're kind of relying on the fact that we're going to get Impale, Shackle Shot, the Supernova, and then Monkey King out. But if those spells don't happen, Sinister5 can just like, Brood can just walk away from you, and Morph can just, waveform away for you. And then two of your biggest heroes in terms of the team fight, the Phoenix and the Monkey King, can do absolutely nothing about that. And I don't know if this is actually going to work out from Salt.
And I feel like till Monkey King gets a BKB, I feel like the core matchup, Monkey King versus Morphling, isn't Monkey King counted by Morphling, sir?
Yeah, it's not great. Until you have BKB, you can't do anything in this matchup. You just get like you can't close the gap onto Morphling ever, and you'll never have as much. You never have enough burst damage to actually kill Morphling, and Morphling will just never allow you to actually get 4 Jingu Mastery stacks. That's not gonna happen at all. And you know what really sucks? The worst part about this matchup is you can get replicated, and then suddenly you've given Morphling Tree Dance. I want you to think about what that means. The fact that Morphling has free access to move around the map as quickly as a Monkey King and farm faster than the Monkey King.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. But even just like in terms of like Morphling as a core, even in the early game before E-Blade, like let's say level 12 to 14 or so, has a lot of burst damage as a hero. I think he just come into fights, get 1 or 2 snipes pretty easily. I think that's like pretty good against MK. I think Nyx, I don't know. I think that's a good core matchup for Morphling in my opinion.
So they need something to go mid, so they're gonna decide how to deal with the Brood. They'll ban Morph. Storm gets taken away by Sin5. You can't really go TA. Maybe you pick Lina here, actually, if you're Salt. Oh, this is mid MK. Okay. Okay, if because it's MK, right? What MK can do, which is decent against a Broodmother, you can use the Boundless Strike to interrupt the movement forward of the Brood. Hopefully you've got Jingo up so you can get some life back, but primarily your big deal is killing all the spiders, and you can use the Tree Dance to just jump away from the Brood so you don't get ran down in the lanes itself. But then they also pick Troll, which hard counters the Phoenix. Hard counters this Phoenix.
So they're playing an offlane Broodmother. Oh, that's actually so nice because now you have a Slark against a Broodmother.
Oh my god. And there's going to be offlane Nyx. So this Phoenix is on the Wind Ranger are not going to come online early enough to pose any kind of significant threat. So by the time Supernova is there, it's unlikely that Adastam won't be level 8 already. So even if he gets Fire Spirited as well as the Supernova dropping down, Adam's just like, whatever, press R, the whole team will kill the egg. They definitely, like you mentioned, they have Broodmother. They're going to win the lane versus the Slark. Agadem's not going to be... This is going to be Morphling versus Nyx Assassin. Nyx has no place in that lane matchup.
It's
like, this is going to suck, dude.
I mean, it's... I think you'd much rather play a Wind Ranger core in that lane. Like, why are you playing Nyx as a core? Because Nyx as a core in that lane, like, Morphling's going to have 40 denies by 10 minutes. That's my prediction.
Let's see. What is Nyx's starting damage again? 48. That's pretty low. It's very, very, very low.
I mean, I'm sure he'll have Wind Ranger there with him to sort of kind of help out, I guess.
Yeah, but then Wind Ranger's going to be the one might end up taking CS. And Aghanim doesn't want that. And here's the classic 5-man encroach from Sin5.
We got a 40% slow at level 1 from Troll Warlord.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, sometimes you look at Troll spells on paper, and you're just like, my god, this hero should be so silly.
It used to be way worse before because his Q used to give him HP and stuff and he was ignored for so long, but then MOM patch came out and he was the hardest thing on the block. Cypress. He's gonna get the dive. Oh my god. Traxian is actually a next level player.
Oh my god. I've never been so sad that you can't tip players while you're casting. That's worth a tip right there. That was some
That is worth a tip. Oh, and if you can tip players while casting the BM levels, it'd be so good. Like, even if the players couldn't see it, but just for like the viewers, it'd be amazing.
Dude, Traxion feels really great right now. He is feeling fresh. You know this Pudge hero is a bit OP right now? The fact that even though Flesh Heap is legitimately an overpowered spell, you don't actually need it to be crazy strong on Pudge. And you leave it to level last. Like this spell that gives you tons of HP, makes you impossible to kill with the magic resistance, and you'd still just rather level up everything else.
I mean, to be fair, you have to kill people before you can do that. So your other skills let you kill people to make the Flesh Heap good, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then you do Camille, bro. You put 1 point into a meat hook, max Flesh Heap, and then just buy Dagon, bro, and it's all good.
Oh my god, get out, dude, get out. So we've got Broodmother playing up against Slark Phoenix top lane. Slark Phoenix doesn't sound like a particularly strong lane. Or am I just reading that incorrectly, Mr. Snare?
Might have a kill at bottom. Trax is falling very low. But he's gonna get the first punch.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. Trax. What a player.
The Skynet's coming in as well. He's gonna find not a hero, but okay, he's a Wind Ranger. He'll be fine. Trax is a debate, man.
What a debate. So yeah, top is, as you were saying, it's not necessarily the best matchup here for the Broodmother. They're gonna try and kill this. The Pounce is
Look
very
at the
good
hook
against
from
Brood though.
Traxin. He catches not a hero. But the Jakiro's still gonna come off cool. I mean, the buff is off him. What the hell? Why was that so difficult to say? I don't think I said it correctly either at the end.
Nah, close enough, bro. Everyone understand what you meant.
I get you. I get you. So
Nope.
mid lane we have Adestam up against Sparkle. So the two super scary, hard-hitting heroes up against each other. The Monkey King and the Troll Warlord. I'll take
Monkey King
Adestam.
is not scary here in this matchup. Like it's quite hard to win as MK because at any given time Troll can just press W and either you get ultra slowed or you get max major mischance.
Sparkles might actually be in trouble. You know, he'll be fine for the moment. Bot lane, we see some action going on. Traxin most likely got a schmancy-mancy hook off. Secure a kill for Aghanim.
They're gonna kill Dota and die at top. I was gonna say, I guess you were mentioning the. Oh wait, he's gonna survive. Oh my god, he's gonna TP out to safety.
I don't think he
when
does.
you
He's just
ask-
getting regen from his whips and he's eating up a tango. He's gonna go back in soon. Oh, actually,
He
Cypher
should
sees
TP
him.
out, dude. He's gonna die if he stays around here.
Okay, he does TP. He listens to you, Snap.
He
Trust
know
you.
he knows, bro. But like the one good thing about this matchup is that Slog with the pounce makes Broodmother's life really difficult. So if Broodmother ever gets pounced, then you will see her taking the brunt of the damage. So for now, it looks like Slog is actually gonna have a decent time as long as Dota and Die is afraid to die here. And as long as he is alone. But if there's any kind of help, then definitely Slog can't do this. But it does mean that for the time being, this is the best possible world of all worlds for the side of Salts, because Crimson Tide is going to have pretty decent farm. He might actually get a kill or two. If he was level 4 right now, he definitely would have killed Dota and Die right now. And he's got him
Gonna
actually.
jump
He's dead.
with. I think he has the damage and don't die. He's gonna get blown the hell up. So that's a big kill for the side of Salt, killing the enemy off lane.
Uh-oh.
Slock does. Now he might be in trouble. Traxian gonna charge down the Slock. Crimson Tide gonna try and man fight up, but he's gonna get blown up in the end. Traxian, flawless player right now. In fact, 2-0-2, 3 minutes into the game.
202, his team has 4 kills, he has all of them, he's gonna deny himself as well, just get back to base. And the big story is that, sure, it is a kill that Slog was able to get onto the Broodmother solo. But if we look at these other lanes, things are not really panning out that well. Mid lane, Sparkles might fall very low, he's in Jingu right now, but look at Adestam. Just press W, dude, he literally can't do anything to you.
Man,
With the
actually,
access.
when you think about it, the matchup is actually so Troll favored because
Yeah, dude.
two heroes that kind of do the same thing, but Troll has a way to kite you and a way to two ways to kite you, your W and your E. It's just
And-
ridiculous.
Adestam will at least now just go pick up a salve, recognizing that he doesn't want to fall prey to a boundless strike immediately as Sparkles TPs in. But he's completely okay with this. Look at the CS differential right now. He's 19-8 versus the 11-3 of Sparkles. And Sparkles, this shouldn't really change anytime soon. And what's more scary though is the fact that the Smurfling.
Oh,
It's-
actually, the fact that Trax just got a haste on the punch, sure, Starkles, he's going to be in trouble. He gets slowed up here by Adestam. Trax in, going to catch him with the haste. He's going to actually get bashed. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. Traxin didn't even try steal that one and he still got it. Right? I can respect
I'm pretty sure he was like, I don't care if this is stolen or not, bro. I'm taking this. We're gonna kill this guy. What's really awful as well is the fact that he TP'd out. Wait, bottom lane, 99 is gonna die too.
Oh, he uses the Carapace, but Aghanim, he's way too savvy for that. He throws out the. Oh my god, how did. Alright. These supports
Wait.
are masters. at
Isn't
getting
this
kills.
a offlane Nyx? Oh my god. This is not support Nyx. Yeah, I'm not a hero. Jarek's playing this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, I was gonna say that the shitty thing about what happened at mid as well to Sparkles is on top of dying, the fact that he died back to back and his TP was still on cooldown. So he had to meander back to the mid lane. He is level 4. Look at Adestam. Level 6. Literally doubling up the CS of the Monkey King. This is not a kind matchup for the Chinese one. And now 99 is gonna die again.
Oh, going bottom, and then he gets up the Carapace, but it's not enough in the end. The wave form still available on Aghanim. He's going to make the dive for it. He picks up another kill onto the Nexus Assassin. Now, Wind Ranger might be in a bit of a pickle as well. No, Aghanim going to take the bait of that dive.
And now that we saw the Phoenix has left the top lane as well, Dota and Die is no longer scared of the Slok. He is level 5 with the level 3 webs and some spiders, so Slok can't kill him solo anymore. So that part of the game is over. So all Slok can do, Crimson Tide just has to look on upon his team, feeding away their lives and wonder how the hell he's going to carry them back to victory.
The Wind Ranger TPs, the Monkey Kings here as well. They want to make a move on
This is good.
Dota and Die here, but do they have the lockdown to keep him here? Crimson Tide nowhere near to get off the pounce. Can they get a shackles off? Actually, they don't even have shackles available on Wind Ranger. How did they think they were going to get this kill?
I think they were hoping for the fact that they'd catch him out while he was in between the trees, trying to creep skip the wave. But Dota died smarter than that. He kept running inside the trees themselves to make sure that there's absolutely no vision on him for a shackle shot. And Sparkles doesn't have the
shackle
tree
shot
dance.
wasn't level. He's level 2
Oh.
this Wind Ranger.
That's
Oh my god, the Praxian just denied himself to Sparkle's TP.
oh,
That's
and
unfortunate.
right after Aghanim gets a kill. Oh my goodness. So tier 1 tower is gonna be lost quite soon. Adestam doesn't even seem like doesn't feel like this is gonna be a Battle Fury game for him. I think he's gonna go for the ultra fighting build. Gonna see S and Y come out.
Going for Mask of Madness, there's still some thought to farming in this game.
Yeah, I think you go like Mom, S and Y, Diffusal maybe. Diffusal could also be decent up against heroes like the Slok. Slow him up off if you happen to catch him after using his Dark Pact. He just takes the tier 1 by himself. He just motors that down. Not
Sparkle's
any
trying
care
to
in the
get
whole game.
something here bottom, but it's not an easy lane for him to farm. Not by any means.
This is so frustrating. Dota die. The fact that he keeps creep skipping this wave is, even though like the Slok is getting decent farm here at top, they're putting absolutely no pressure onto his tier 1 tower. His tier 1 is literally at max HP. So they, as much as the Slok might be able to get farm, normally a Slok you want to be able to get the tier 1 as soon as humanly possible to open up space for you, so that once you get your Shadow Blade, you disappearing off the map isn't as conspicuous. If the tier 1 tower is still up, the moment that Crimson Tide tries to make a move elsewhere, they are gonna know about it on the side of Sin5.
And that is a very fair point actually. And like, it's also about points of entry, right? And you take down the mid tier 1 as well. You have like other ways to get inside the jungle as a Slok or whatever ganking hero you're playing.
Cypress, Icarus dive in. Not sure about that, buddy.
Again, I'm gonna do his thing. He went for the max waveform in this game instead of the max adaptive strike, like we've seen a lot of morphlings go recently.
He's not scared to get in front of it. A lot of times you want to go for this adaptive strike if you know that there's some danger to you waveforming in. But like, if you waveform in, who actually kills him at this stage of the game? Now that he's level 7, Sparkles is level 5, the Slok is level 7, but Slok doesn't have nearly enough damage. And Adestam's just gonna get a quick kill on Wind Ranger.
Wind
Oh, nice.
Ranger, what a hero. Oh, he got brought down in the end. Axe is gonna do the job there.
Dude, that was so, like, no matter what, she was dead, right? If Axis didn't connect, the hook would
Yeah,
have come out from
Traxid was
Trax.
there. Fair enough.
Oh, Traxion, what a player.
But
Dude,
you
he's
see
3, 2, and 6 this game. Oh my goodness.
And both of those deaths I would like to say are denies. The first one he denied himself up top, and the bottom side of the map he denied himself when they tried to kill him.
That's actually very true. Yeah. It's been one-way traffic from him. And he has himself some 8 flesh sheep stacks.
Can't
Getting
believe I'm
kinda
saying
tanky.
this. I think Salt are in a worse position this game than they were in the last game. Because this game you're playing up against Morphic, Troll, Warlord, Rude Mama.
Oh my god, dude.
Those are scary heroes. Although the last game they had a Morphling. This time they have Slug, they have Monkey King, they have heroes that can actually do things. So, in the later portions of the game.
I think it's also the case that in the previous game they were playing with Huskar.
Yeah.
So they had to try and make something happen in the early game. This game, as terribly as things are going now, there's still some possibility of it getting better as the game extends in this duration. So it's not over yet. They still have a long way to go. They still have they have a tier 2 tower in the top lane. They still have their tier 2s. And Adestam, wait, oh, they might actually try to take a fight. They shouldn't, but they're gonna try for it.
Skynet might be in trouble. I'm gonna want to jump through. Gonna bait out the spike characters from Nick. Skynet might just drop here, but no, he's gonna go down finally. But the Monkey King gonna go down as well. That's in top side of the map, bottom side of the map. Adestam looking for the kill here onto the Wind Ranger, but the Traxian with the hook picks himself up that one. And bottom side, Aghanim got a kill as well.
Yep, Aghanim he chased down all the way onto that Nyx assassin as 9-9 was trying to run away. And they kill the Phoenix too, like out of the Wind Ranger as well. I don't know why they took that fight though. I think it was very high risk for a very low reward. All they got out of it was a singular Jakiro. And they're going to lose their tier 2 off of this. And at the same time, in the top lane, Sparkles, as you mentioned, died in his own side of the jungle. Just got caught out by Dota and Die, who doesn't even actually have any items. I think he just ran up to him. What did he use? Didn't he even use the ultimate because Insatiable Hunger is still on cooldown. Off cooldown, sorry.
I mean, Sparkles is not allowed to have a game this game. Like, he's got 36 CS, he's died 3 times, he's only level 6, 11 minutes in his Monkey King. This Jakiro's gonna solo push into him, and there's not much he can do on this Monkey King. It's just how bad his lane went.
Yeah. And now dual breath onto him. He might die here. If Jack's able to find the hook, he's dead. Yeah,
oh my god. Of course Raxian's gonna land the hook. Has he missed the hook this game? Can he get this member though? Doesn't look like it.
Oh my god.
Traxian. Skill shot he can land. But single target ability a little too difficult. But at this time he comes in, he's gonna chomp down the egg. Gets a double. It's gonna be a triple here. The bash. His end is on to Crimson Tide. But Crimson Tide gets off the death box just in time. Can he burst on Adam? He does. It's a huge kill for the Slock. It's a 2 for 2 trade right now. Top side. Oh sorry. Middle tree side. They fight Skyden as well. That's 3 heroes from Sinister5. Gonna kick the bucket there.
Best case scenario right there for the side of Salt. Losing a Monkey King who has quite a way to go, not a very priority target right now. And in exchange, gaining the Troll Warlord, especially Troll. Killing Adestam is a huge deal. He's the overall net worth leader in this game. The kill does go the way of the Slock as well. Trax almost got that, but mid they're gonna get another kill. Trax
they get a hook onto Jerick. Oh man, this poor Nyx Assassin. I think who do you think's having a worse game this game? Nyx Assassin or Monkey King?
Monkey King, because if you're playing Nyx, right, they all sometimes just have these games. It's kind of also why I prefer to see this Nyx in the position 4, where there's sometimes you just have a really rough Nyx game, and there's not really much you can make happen. Also, that's really rough. Cypress and not a hero smoked under an observer ward. Feels so bad.
They're gonna look for something. Travis can actually top side of the map. They're making a move on Dota and Die as well. Actually, Dota and Die, I think he wants to turn the tides here. Oh, Nyx Assassin stunned just off the mark. Dota and Die just hiding in the space. He's got a TP scroll as well, so they're not going to be able to find him. That's unfortunate. Surely they have a Quelling Blade on Slock. Oh, Dota and Die, he's going to walk out now. Might be in trouble. The pounce just off the mark. He manages to juke him, but the Windrunner too good with the Shackle Shot. Going to find Dota and Die. But I think he's happy with that sacrifice with his Troll Warrior picking up an Aegis there.
I want you to notice that literally took every hero that they had on the side of Team Salt to make that happen. And in the interim, as you said, Troll Warlord happily taking the Roche. Morphling, pushing out the bottom tier 3 tower, hitting a couple of times. Yeah, because why not? Just easy, you know, there's a Rax. You know, we should get there eventually, so might as well knock on the door while I'm around.
Because I was wrong about one thing. The Morphling didn't have 40 denies by 10 minutes, but he does have 20 or 19 by 13, so not too shabby either.
Yeah, very not. There's
but I feel the reason he didn't deny like 40 denies is because they were getting so many kills in the lane, you know?
Yeah, denies can't.
I don't want to accept I'm wrong in this case there.
It's one of those things where, like, if you're denying the enemy's life, it's the same as denying their creeps. That's all good.
Traxian, oh my god, with the read. But now it's still going to cost him his life in the end. Did they actually bring him down? He's going to get the deny. Nope, they get him. Crimson Tide yet again going to be the one to pick up the kill bounty.
So he can still get back in this game. With the Shadow Blade, it's been proving dividends so far.
He's still pretty damn farm. He's going to jump, trying to bring the burst on Dota and Die. Monkey King here as well doesn't have the move on someone, unfortunately. Dota and Die, he's going to get caught. He's going to get brought down. It's a double kill for Crimson Tide. He's looking for more pounds just off the mark for Skynet. But he had got the Shadow Blade. He's going to chase for more. Skynet with a good read there, but he's going to get blown up in the end. So that's 3 heroes, or 3 kills rather, going the way of Salt.
So Salt do... Supernova just for the spiders, because he was falling very low. Salt showing signs of life. They're going to lose their tier 2 at middle. You know, this is admittedly sucky. But in the interim, the fact that they've been finding these kills, Slock, Crimson Tide has been doing as much as he can to try and help his team out. And this Pounce as well has been proving to be a real thorn in the side of Dota and Die. So somehow...
I just want to talk about this quickly. He wanted to go for a Lincoln Sphere, he bought the Perseverance, and now he's decided he's farmed, he wants an E-Blade.
Yeah, because why not, bro?
I get that.
I mean, when your team gets 4 body rules, you know, you've got some surplus money coming in.
Mr. Sparkles getting caught here.
Traxian
gonna run him down. Like Sparkles gonna get brought down solo in the end to Mr. Traxian. Even though his teammates were there, he was like, I can do this on my own.
Did he just get soloed by a Pudge?
He did.
On the carry Monkey King? Okay, that just happened. Well, to be fair, the Pudge has 1,000 net worth up on the Monkey King. So, with the max out rot, level 4 into the flesh heap. Oh no, they found Crimson Tide.
Oh, Crimson side. He gets his ultimate off. He might be able to burst on tracks in here. They get the ulti off on Jarek, but Jarek doesn't really care. He's okay for the moment. Crimson Tide might be able to get more. He gets a double. He brings on tracks in as well, but now the Morphlings here. Can he burst on? Oh my god, there's the damage from the left track. They burst on the Slock in the end. That's a nice big bounty for Aghanim to pick up. Now Sparkles, he TP's in here, man against the wall. He's gonna get blown up as well. He tries to get off the Wukongs, but he dies before it even activates. Now Aghanim, he's going for more. He's got another Dactyl Strike. Is it more enough damage to bring down Cypress? Doesn't even need it in the end. The waveform's more than enough to bring down the Phoenix.
Did you see Aghanim stealing Icarus dive in the middle of the fight just to make sure he can get closer to the far side of where the Phoenix was? Uses that as well to ensure that they get an easy grab onto the Monkey King. And now Rax taken in the mid lane, Dota and Die. Doesn't even have a Desolator as of yet, but with these mass spiders, it seems like it's going to be enough.
I had to start blinking forward, doing his thing on the Rax as well. Sinister5, they're not playing game 16 minutes in. They want to end this already.
Yeah, dude. They have committed battle trance already. First lane Rax will fall. They still have this Aegis as well.
Oh, Sparkle's getting 8 off stuff. He gets hooked as well. He's going to get blown the hell up. Monkey King did not have a fun game.
Oof.
At this time, objective, sorry, Dota and Die objective players turning his sight on the next wraps, popping the ultimate, making sure he can secure it. Trying to do his thing, much bring on Axe. At this time going to try hit the egg. Can they do it in time? They do in the end. Aghanim might be in trouble, but no, he gets him off. He'll be okay for the moment now. At this time, he's back. He gets the bash off. Comes inside, gonna get blown up. At this time, he wants more. The round of Atos is there. Closing down the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger gonna get blown up as well. Dota and Die finish up the next tier 3 top. We're going for the next end of Rax, and I think this might just be the end of the second game, Mr. Snare.
Yeah, this seems like it's over. We already have Jakiro at bottom pushing out with the Liquid Fire. Morphling will take a step back just to finish off this E-Blade. So gonna come back with a lack of surprise for the side of Salt.
Oh, lack of surprise. I like the way you said that. Lacquer for him, not so lacquer for the side of Salt, my friend.
Like if I'm a Salt player, I'm not gonna be happy with this. He's not even gonna shrine just for that additional value, bro.
I think he's content with his team winning him the game and he can go jungle.
They might actually do so. This game might end before he even has an opportunity to come back because Adestam is still here. Adestam now has Battletron. It's going to commit it to take away the final lane of Rax. That's Megas, 18 minutes in.
Trying to do his thing. He jumps on Skynet. Skynet gonna survive for the moment. He gets off a big stick tracks. Gets the ultimate now as well onto the Slock. Slock gonna get off the ultimate in the end as well. Keeping himself alive. But for how long is the question?
Here's a surprise.
Into the tree. And there we go. Aghanim comes in at the E-Blade. Going for the next one. 3 heroes dead. Slock stuck in the trees. He be back home in fact. And GG well played is called. Sinister5 ruthless in the second game.
Wow. I mean, I guess Salt is pretty cool, right? Because they at least allowed Aghanim to deliver his gift before they called GG for this game.
I really didn't want him to get off his E-Blade before the game ended. I wanted him to pay the price for that greedy move going back to Shrine.
I mean, he does pay the price, but the price is victory, so he's cool with that price. He'll pay it happily.
Fair enough.
Man,
any final thoughts on the series before we close up the stream, Mr. Snare?
Yo, you know, we've spoken a lot about Sinister5 being especially reliant and good in the lanes, but when they're good in the lanes, they're really good at individual lanes. You cannot, if your lanes are static and you're playing against Sinister5, you probably will lose. You need to do something special. You need to move around. You need to catch you pick heroes that can actually break down the laning phase and force Sinister5 into a position where they have to play very defensively. But if you give them any amount of space where they feel they can allow 1 or 2 of their cores to just completely collect farm for free and move around the map with the other supports to get kills, you're in for a really bad time, and Sinister5 will do this to you again and again. So if you play against them, you gotta play ruthlessly. Like Salt did what they could. I have to actually commend Crimson Tide. He did his best really to come back into this game, but just really wasn't enough. The laning phase was too powerful from Sinister5.
7-3-3 on the Slock, not too shabby of a performance from him, but on a guy who I have to commend for his performance.